Okay, and coming back to you now with Watermelon Apps, WATERMELONAPPS.com. Hello, Ahmed.
Hi, Anu. How are you?
I'm really well. Thank you for taking this time out and joining us. So we were wanting to do a program looking at sort of the recent trade issues that are happening and Canadians really wanting to buy Canadian. And of course, there's been a huge movement of Palestinians and people that are related to the issue being really cognizant around supporting Palestinians and supporting businesses that identify not only as Palestinians, but have, some sort of social awareness around what's going on. And we came across your development, Watermelon Apps. Can you tell us a little bit about what Watermelon Apps is?
Yes, for sure. Just a slight correction. It's Watermelon Maps.
Maps.
M-A-P-M. Yes.
Maps. But it's right on the program, so it's not apps. It's Watermelon Maps. Okay.
Map. Yeah. So our website is watermelonmaps.com. It's also available in .ca. So representing the .ca as well. This project is. It was started as basically a spreadsheet in my community of businesses to support that are either Palestinian owned or that advocate for Palestine or donate for causes or sponsor Palestinian events. So it's really just a spreadsheet, and then I've got together with some volunteers to build out the website and create the maps layer. So the core of our offering is providing a maps layer that you can load onto Google Maps, which has the pins of the businesses. And for some cities, we also have events, and it automatically updates those pins and events in your Google Maps. So, and then it just, obviously in this day and age, so important to support any pro-Palestinian voice, whether it's on social media or, a business or in any organization that is standing up for justice and human rights in Palestine. And so that's really at the core of what Watermelon Maps is about.
Ryan, you want to jump in there?
Honestly, it's such a breath of fresh air to hear this from a Canadian source that this work is being done. Are you encountering any static from this? Are you encountering any resistance to Watermelon Maps?
Besides the what's the term that they use, the Hasbara, bots, Israeli propaganda that we receive on our social media, like the comments and stuff, so there hasn't been too much negative feedback or resistance to this type of project. If anything, it's just overwhelmingly been positive. People love the idea of having a go-to directory for pro-Palestinian businesses, and like you mentioned, it's not just Palestinian owned, it's pro-Palestinian. So we have Indigenous businesses, we have immigrant businesses, we have people who have been here for generations, Canadian owned businesses that identify as being pro-Palestinian, that really want to make a difference. And by us supporting those types of businesses, we are really helping to change the way society thinks about this issue. If you think historically, anytime there's been some sort of global issue, it's really society's view that helps change the policies. And so this is one way that, I felt that my team could contribute to this and just help people make informed choices about where they choose to buy products. And it's not just products, you can get services, you can find pro-Palestinian lawyer that does pro bono work for Palestinian refugees. You can find, in Ottawa, I think we have HVAC company that's Palestinian owned and that supports the cause. So there's so many ways to support, and I really do encourage people to check out the website, see if there's a map for your area, and if not, get in touch, create a map, or reach out to businesses and get them to advocate for Palestine.
I will.
It's watermelonmaps.com.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we were speaking with Ahmed on Watermelon Maps, and we were talking about how it doesn't have to be necessarily a Palestinian organization or owned business that joins along, as long as you're against occupation and you have some morals with you. Get on the map.
Yeah, I just looked it up myself. I'm going to get on there because we're done this call. I love the idea.
Yeah, we have a form online on the website. Pretty simple details you can just fill in, and you don't have to do too much to be part of this directory. Just being pro-Palestinian qualifies you for the directory. You don't have to donate large sums of money or anything of that nature. So,
Ahmed, when did you come up with it? When did you start it?
So we started last year, I think early summer, and like I mentioned, it was more of a spreadsheet, which then evolved into a maps layer for my local city, and then other cities got in touch, and we just kept expanding. We have volunteers from coast to coast working on that directory, and they're really doing the dirty work of approaching businesses and recruiting them and helping establish like a solid directory, a go-to directory. We still have a lot of work to do, so if you're interested in volunteering and working on this project, there's a volunteer form on the website as well. So whatever you can do, we're willing to take, because we're all volunteers and we could use all the help we could get too.
Thank you so much for taking this time out, Ahmed. We're going to have to just leave it there because the rest of the program is still coming, and we're late. We're probably going to be off air, but we will continue the program, and the recording will be available as we go. And we would love to check in with you again and hear more about your progress and your growth.
That would be amazing. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have a good evening. And we are again going to take a quick break and come back and talk about why it's important to source good dates. And we're not just talking about dates, we're talking about dates. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.